Alright, guys, today I'm back with another rant. Got an iPhone. This is way better quality. But I'm going to talk about people that make fun of little kids and tragedies, and not little kids as much as tragedies, because there will be little kids involved, but, um, and people that talk crap about soldiers saying that they just like to rape and kill, or whatever. I mean, come on. But first, I'm going to talk about something that bugs me that's not as talked about as the other subject, and that's the tragedies thing. Any psychiatrist, or not psychiatrist, but therapist, will tell you that it's not okay for you to laugh at tragedy like that. And I know you guys are just, whoa, he's butthurt. I'm not butthurt. I mean, you're just not. You're not cool. You're not funny. I mean, in real life, realistically, I'm sure you probably get your ass kicked on a daily basis if you're somebody that does that. Um, because there's something that has to lead you into being, I mean, mentally wrong. Um, but I mean, anyway, going back to the tragedies thing. Um, I mean, those little kids. I mean, you think about, put yourself in the place of the little kid or the parents. Actually, I'm gonna go with the parents, and they send their kids off to school that day, not knowing what's gonna happen that day. Uh, they get a call midday expecting their kids to be home, and their kids are not home. Um, and the principal has to tell them, "Sir, I'm sorry. I don't know how you haven't gotten the news yet, but your son has died. I'm sorry for your loss. He was shot multiple times. You know, I'm sorry." I mean, if that happened to you or that was your kid, and trust me, most parents care about their kids, and if they don't, there's something wrong with them too. But um, I mean, for you to make fun of that, I mean, you're not funny at all. I mean, you're not. I mean, you're a disgrace to like the human race, the whole human race, and uh, a lot of people don't think that's funny. I don't think it's funny. Uh, and I'm not a religious person, like a very religious person, but I do believe in certain things. Um, so I mean, that's where I think those kids are at is like heaven, and I mean, it's your bad to be making fun of them. Not to go all the Catholic thing. Do you have time to talk about whatever religion? But I mean, anyway, you're not funny. I mean, don't just stop doing that. Just totally, man. You're not. No. Um, but and then going along with that empathy thing too. I mean, you see a homeless guy or a homeless family and they're in need of food desperately, and you can tell that they're really skinny. You can tell that they're actually homeless. They're not just on the side of the road begging because they want money. I mean, you'll give them food. You'll give them, God. I mean, like, I don't even know, like a Happy Meal from McDonald's. You're that person's hero for that moment, and you know why? Because you did something nice for them. Well, question it for a second. Why did you do that nice thing for them? That's because of empathy. And if you don't know what empathy is, Google it. It's a really important thing to know about. People are supposed to have it, but I find in this day and age with all the swaggets and stupid things like that, not very many people know what it even is. Um, then again, not very many people know about a lot of things that they should. Well, anyway, going into like the soldiers thing, I mean that's another thing that goes along with empathy. Everything in this video has to go along with empathy. If you put yourself in the place, in a soldier's place, a marine's place, a sailor's place, an airman's place, you're not going to think it's funny. I mean, you're not going to be able to imagine what they go through. I can't imagine what they go through. I've never been deployed. Um, but, I mean, it's ridiculous I mean, I'm a guy that likes to go on military tribute songs. I mean, they're pretty badass, some of them. And listen to the music and watch the showcase of the pictures of soldiers that go by. And I have respect for those people. And you know why? That's because they go over and fight for my freedom and your freedom. Whether that be because they're National Guard and they have to deal with natural disasters in the United States, or they go somewhere overseas and like help people overseas. Um, But then I scroll down in the comments, which I admit I shouldn't do, and I shouldn't let this bother me because people aren't going to listen to me. They're not going to stop just because I ask them to. But I mean, it's annoying seeing like, oh, these soldiers are just killers. I mean, they are trained to kill, but they're not trained to kill civilians. In war, you're gonna have civilians that die, and don't listen to the media. The media is just gonna tell you a bunch of inflated bullshit about soldiers going out and killing civilians. Well, what you don't know is that going over to Afghanistan, these people are patient. The enemy is patient, and they'll be a soldier's best friend one day, picking up an AK-47 and firing at him the next, who knows, maybe hour. So I mean, don't listen to the media. Don't listen to like don't assume things on what you see. I mean, everybody looks just about like the same in all the garb that they wear, like the clothing. So I mean, they're not a uniformed enemy. So there are some that do look like civilians, but I mean, understand that soldiers don't appreciate it, but they do appreciate a thank you, and I would like to thank the members of the armed service for serving. Um, I always want to say that in public, but I'm afraid that you guys are going to be busy, whatever, and bottom line, it doesn't mean as much. But I mean, guys, just stop disrespecting them. I mean, just as a favor to them. I mean, they get shot at and do all this different crap, and I mean, some of it's pretty cool. I mean, they parachute out of helicopters and all this different stuff. But I mean, you're never gonna get to do that, and you talking crap about them isn't gonna make them want to come and shoot you. I mean, they're not gonna waste time on you, but I am, and I don't even know why. So, I mean, there's not even a sense in talking anything into you. So, with all that said, I mean, just think about empathy, Google it, look it up, talk to a therapist about it, talk to a teacher about it. I mean, people know about it, but I mean, I mean, thanks for like giving me a moment to listen to me. I mean, it does mean a lot to me. So that's all I really have to say. Goodbye. Um, Rate, comment, subscribe, or don't. I don't really care. I'm not in it for that. Bye.